Hey guys, here's your Monday practice blueprint, and today we're going to work on some real good stuff. Little drill for connectivity, making sure those arms aren't running away from our body, right? It's going to really help you slicers. You guys that like to really slice the ball, that lifting of your arms away from your body at the top of your swing and on the downswing is what really drives you crazy. And we got a drill that's going to help you with that. We're going to work on some alignment some more, and we're going to try to really learn how to hit different type shots and what our tendencies are like when we try to hit these shots. And we're going to do a little bunker play and some simple putting stuff where we're going to really ingrain our alignment there as well. So hope the session helps.
This is Golf Essentials with Casey Borg.
Okay, we're going to start our 1 hour practice session over on the range, and I'm a big fan of what we call staying connected in our golf swing. So if you think about it, as your body rotates, what we don't want are our arms flying away from our body all over the place, right? So our arms need to be moving in sync with our body, and so the physics of that are wonderful. But we as humans who like to manipulate and especially if we're set up incorrectly, we like to trash the physics of it and interfere and manipulate the club. So I want to start out with a drill today that is really simple. You just set up, put the ball on a tee if you want, and grab a wedge, because we're not going to try to hit the ball very far. And we're just going to put a towel across our chest underneath our armpits. So as you're standing to the ball, you're going to be sort of holding the towel underneath your arms, and we're going to make little 9 o'clock swings. So your hands will come back to 9 o'clock and through to 9 o'clock, and we're just going to hit little 50-yard pitch shots or however far the ball goes. We're not trying to hit it far, but we want to feel like our arms sort of move with our body. And of course, when we make longer swings, that may change slightly. We'll have more extension, but for these short shots, I want you to get that feeling of really staying connected, having the towel under your armpits, and seeing if you can make these motions without the towel falling out. If you're at home and you're not on the range, that's a great drill to be doing. So if you're going to just work on it, maybe even once a night or every couple nights, put a towel under your arms, make a few swings in the living room, and it'll really help to instill that connectivity in that motion. Okay, so 10 minutes of that, and then we're going to move on, and we're going to use an alignment rod once again to make sure that we're aiming at the target that we think we're aiming at. So we're going to lay down an alignment rod that'll go between our feet and the ball. It'll be parallel to the target line, and be real specific with that. We always want to make sure that we're aiming where we think we're aiming. That way the feedback that we're getting by watching the ball flight is going to be real. We're going to know it was our swing, it wasn't something as simple as our aim. Okay? So we got the alignment rod down, and what we're going to do is just keep that same wedge, and we're going to start making swings, and we're going to hit 3 shots with each club. Okay, so we're going to start with the wedge, and we're going to go all the way up to the longest club, your driver, and then back to the wedge. And you could skip clubs if you want, but what we're going to do for each club, we're going to hit 3 shots. So we're going to hit a normal straight shot right at the flag that we're aiming at. And then the next one, we're going to try to hit the same direction, right? We're using that alignment aid, but we're just going to try to flight it down. We're going to try to hit it a little bit lower. And I just want you to feel what intuitively your body needs to be doing. You know, what impact position is going to feel like in order to keep the ball down low, right? Imagine you're playing into the wind. And all right, so we've got our alignment aid. We're going to hit a low shot. And then conversely, we're going to try to hit a high shot. So we want to hit one that goes up higher than normal with that same club. So we're hitting 3 shots with each club. So we're going to take that sand wedge, and then we're going to move to the next longest club. Maybe it's a 52 or your pitching wedge. We're going to hit the normal shot, the low shot, the high shot, and then we'll go to the 9-iron. Normal, low, high, and repeat. Go up through the bag and then back towards the short clubs once again. And that should be a good session to help you sort of feel what's happening in your swing, what's happening at impact to produce those different trajectories. And what you're going to find is you may develop tendencies, or you may notice tendencies that when you try to hit the ball high, maybe the ball tends to curve to the left, or it hooks more, and if you hit it low, maybe it squirts out to the right. But experimenting with this stuff with alignment aids is really going to help you to determine and to discover those tendencies. And those are going to be that's going to be really helpful data for you when you're out on the real golf course. Okay, after that, we're done with our full swing. We're going to roll over to the bunker. And if you listened to the podcast a couple days ago, we went over sort of a stock standard bunker shot, and that's what I want to work on. So we're gonna just bring a few balls into the bunker. We're not hitting crazy flop shots and different shots here. We're just gonna pick a standard bunker shot where the flag is maybe 20 yards away, and if you've got access to that, it's gonna be really helpful. And what we want to do is get in the bunker, aim square to the flag, and we're going to hit a few where we just we lay the club open where the grooves are pointed out at our left toe, and we're going to make a 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock sort of pitch shot motion. And we're going to see for 2 or 3 shots, we just want to see that ball squirts out to the right. And then for the next few, we're going to aim correspondingly. We're going to take that angle and transpose it over on the left side. And that's how much we open our stance, and that's how much we need to swing to the left in order to have that ball squirt out towards the flag. So I want you to hit a few bunker shots, get comfortable with that. That's a real good practice thing where you don't need to sit there and grind in the bunker for an hour. Just 10 or 15 shots and just get a little feel of it and move on to the next thing. I think it's a real good it's a real good litmus test for how you're impacting the sand. Good rhythm, right? We're not squeezing the club real tight. We're not trying to hit it real hard. It's that nice rhythm, 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock swing. And I think you're going to find the bunker shots start to improve pretty quickly once you get practicing them on a semi-regular basis. Okay, that was 10 minutes there, and now we're going to take maybe another 20 minutes, and we're going to go over on the putting green. And what I want to do is set up a station where we find a perfectly straight putt. Okay, so maybe a 4 or 5 footer. You can roll a few putts just to try to get a sense, okay, that putt rolls perfectly straight. And then we want to lay down either some clubs or even just an alignment, a dowel, an alignment stick, what have you, to make sure that you're aiming perfectly straight at that hole. Okay, so whatever you need to do. Normally what I like to do, I've got alignment sticks and I just lay one down just off the toe of my putter, and that shows me, okay, that's the direction. I know the putter face needs to be perfectly square to that direction, and that helps me line up my feet and my body and my shoulders and everything. And the confidence that you have in knowing that you're aligned squarely, I guarantee your make percentage is going to be much better. So that tells us we got to just get better at aiming, and more than that feeling that you get when you just know you're aimed right. It really, really helps your confidence, and it really helps the motion and freeing up your motion when you know that it's dead square. Okay, so we're going to hit a bunch of 4 and 5 footers consecutively. And our goal here is to make 25 in a row. That's maybe not for everybody, but normally when I go out, I try to make 50 in a row. If you're a beginner, putting 5 in a row is going to be great, But what we want to focus on is that putter face needs to be perfectly square to the intended target, right at the middle of the hole. The ball is lined up right in the middle of the putter face. And then our stance is the same every single time, right? Feet are parallel or whatever feels comfortable for you. Your arms and shoulders, everything is square, and you just are able to make that relaxed, simple putting stroke and repeatedly knock that ball in the middle of the hole. So that's our practice session today, guys. We're going to start out with the towel under the arms with a little connectivity drill. We're going to do that for 10 minutes, and then we're going to use an alignment stick on the range, and we're going to go through the bag hitting 3 shots with each club, normal, low, then high, and we want to be observant. We want to see what our tendencies are like for each of those types of shots so that we can continue to learn about ourselves. Then we're going to move over into the bunker. We're going to spend 10 minutes over there trying to deploy our stock standard bunker shot where the leading edge of the sand wedge is pointed out at our left toe. We're making little 9 o'clock swings there with good rhythm, not squeezing, not hitting hard, just good standard bunker shots. Give yourself good lies in the bunker. No sense in really stressing about that. And then we're going to go on to the putting green and work on our alignment and our sort of shortish range putts, 4 or 5 footers. We're going to see if we can knock a bunch of them in the hole in a row. And I think we're going to feel more confident with that range of shorter putts once we start ingraining our alignment in terms of our putter face and our body lines. So hope that works well for you guys. Reach out if there's anything I can help with. Good luck.